Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Jan's Beautiful Gallery here in Summerland, British Columbia. It's been a few months since I've posted anything. I took the summer off. Actually, I've been very busy on my current show, so all my mental capacity has been given to that. Today, I want to talk about staging a big action scene, old school, circa the 1970s, 80s style. I did a film called The Order that's coming out in December that's had a premiere at Venice in the past week and now the Toronto Film Festival. And although it is a small budgeted film, we staged some pretty incredible sequences involving firearms, bank robberies, armored car robberies. And the director, Justin Kurzel, who's a real visionary, said he wanted to do everything old school. He wanted to capture as much as he could in camera. He didn't really want to use computer tricks at all. He wanted all the car driving sequences to be real. He wanted all the special effects to be real, and he wanted all the firearms to be firing blanks, not using replicas or those types of things. So what we did there was you sit down and you think, okay, we have to do this safely. We have to do it fast. It's a very short schedule. And I give the producers credit. They allowed me to lay out a plan with them in prep that would have me take all the actors who have to use machine guns in the film, shotguns, various heavy weapons, to a shooting range for training and prep. So they would understand the mechanics of the firearm and also know all the safety protocols that we do and how to accept the firearm from an armor or a prop master and how to return it back when cut is said. So we went through all our safety guidelines in prep. Prep was our movie. The other thing I had to do is I had to write a long letter to the insurance company because it's an indie film, and with everything that's gone on in the past few years regarding firearms, they were very concerned. So I wrote a letter outlining each scene. I detailed every step that we took to make everything completely safe. A couple days later, the phone rang and our producer said, did you write that letter to the insurance company? And I'm like, yes. And you sort of think, what did I do wrong? And she said, they said it was the best letter they'd ever received. They said it should be the industry standard as to how that's all discussed. We did many scenes in the city and outlying small towns, and there were no problems. But one day we were going to stage a large sequence in a park. And once you're in a park, there's a whole lot of new rules about firearms. And right up to the morning of, we weren't sure if we were going to be allowed to fire our various firearms for the robbery sequences. So the location manager, Matt, and I, we met with the park ranger first thing in the morning. And the first thing I did was I invited them into my truck, showed them the 3 vaults we had, how the firearms were all being stored. And then I went through the process of how a firearm is presented on set, how it's utilized on set, showed them the blanks, kind of explained everything, said there's no live ammo on this truck. It's actually illegal in Canada for us to have live ammo. And at the end of it, she looked at Matt and I and she said, okay, I'm willing to let you guys try it once. So on our big master, where everything is going on and multiple machine guns and shotguns are pulled and fired, we did it. And then I looked at her after and she just nodded. And so we spent the rest of the day doing our big action sequence with all our firearms. I think the key in all of that is that I myself present a very calm focus on a set. And I expect that of all my people when it comes to firearms. My armorers, I expect very quiet, very calm, very professional. My prop people, everybody has to operate quiet. If anybody starts to yell or show bravado about firearms in any way, they're removed from my set. It is a very quiet environment. About 2 days later, we were setting up for another firearm sequence in the city of Calgary. And the director at our safety meeting, at the end of the safety meeting, he said, I just want to say I saw a rough cut of our sequence the other day, and I want to single out 3 departments. I want to single out stunts, special effects, and props, because what you guys achieved is not done in movies anymore. Nobody does that anymore. Nobody stages a large action sequence that is all practical, everything. The driving is all practical. The special effects were all practical, and all the gunfire was practical. He said that it was really like a tribute to Sidney Lumet in some ways, And in reading reviews lately, I see the names Sidney Lumet, Michael Mann, William Friedkin, and Denis Villeneuve with Sicario. And I'm very proud of that because we really only had less than $10 million really to make that movie. We had a very short shooting schedule and we had to be quick. We had to be honest in our decision making. And as Justin said to me at the end, the director, he said, I've never been on a set where firearms decisions were made so quickly and safely as they were on your set. And I take that as a great compliment. And I look forward to seeing the film, and I hope that people enjoy the film. And just know that when you watch the film, all the action sequences were done practically. Take care.